Hi everybody, my name is Olivia Moran and I'm going to be doing my man on the street interviews on domestic violence in relations to the Ray Rice situation. So here with me today I have a William Patterson student.
Hi, my name is Kiara Concepcion.
And what year are you in?
I'm probably a junior.
Okay. So, I have a couple questions that I want to ask you about domestic violence. One of my questions are, what do you think domestic violence is?
Domestic violence, I would say, is probably an abusive relationship.
I think domestic violence can be defined as emotional, physical, and mental abuse.
Anything that's abusive.
Did you know that domestic violence could also be economical?
Yes.
No, it's the first time I'm actually hearing about it.
I didn't know about the economical one. That one's new. I've never heard about that one.
Yeah, it's pretty much financial dependency, like whether you're in a marriage or in a relationship. Would you say that domestic violence is very common, and do you think it happens to men?
I think it is common. If it happens to men, probably, but maybe not as much as it does to women.
Would you say that domestic violence is fairly common, and do you think it happens to men?
Yes and yes.
Domestic violence happens every day because there's so many of us here, and I do think it happens to men.
Just a little statistics, about 4 million women experience domestic violence in a year, 3 million of the men.
Oh, wow.
So some statistics is that about 90% of domestic violence goes unreported, and there are 1 out of 4 women that experience it in a lifetime. About 4 million experience it in 1 year, and 3 million in men.
That's a lot of people.
If you were in a domestic violence relationship, what would your decision be? What would you do in a situation like that?
I'd probably tell somebody first, and if it didn't get resolved, then I'd talk to somebody and then split it off with the person.
So, with that being said, what would your advice be to someone who might be experiencing domestic violence?
Reach out to the resources that are available to help those who undergo domestic violence, and to reach out to your friends and family.